moving on now to businesses. So there are two kinds of loan products that SBA has for businesses. Before I get into those, however, again, I just want to reference that the SBA is here to help you fill in the gaps of your recovery. And so to find out how much you can get from your insurance. From there, the state of North Carolina provides some grant funding options for your business. And we urge you to apply for as many of those as you can so that you can get as comprehensive of a recovery package as you can. We will have the links provided for you for those programs at the on the website here. So again, we urge you to apply for all of that. And from there, you can then get a sense for how much remainder you have in your rebuild and recovery costs. And again, that is what SBA wants to help you with. Now, I'd like to say again, sometimes we are often the last resort that people have for their funding options. And so we want to make sure to help you again with as comprehensive a package as possible. So we have two kinds of loans that are available. We have physical damage loans for businesses, and we have economic injury disaster, we call it EIDL, EIDL, loans for businesses as well. So physical disaster damage, you must have sustained some kind of a physical damage to your structure of your business. And the funds can be used you can qualify for up to 2 million. The funds can be used to repair your building structure. They can be used to replace inventory, equipment, this kind of thing. Again, that's up to 2 million. Now, the other kind of funding that we have, the EIDL, the EIDL, you do not need to have been a business that suffered any kind of physical damage to qualify for this. Rather, the nature of the injury is economic. There is a phenomenon that occurs again and again in the aftermath of a disaster that we have seen where the small businesses in an impacted area are affected economically. They can experience losses. And so in an effort to support those businesses during this time, these funds become activated and available. Now, again, the business does not have to have any kind of physical impact to do so. You, as a business owner, you can choose to take out both or just one. The maximum that you can take out is 2 million. Now, for a business loan, up to 100,000 does not require any kind of security or collateral. 100,000 and a penny. Now we're looking at collateral or security. The SBA is not interested in taking your home or your personal vehicles for this purpose. Rather, we can accept an insurance policy for the business. Usually that does suffice for this purpose. But again, you don't need to take out the full amount. So if you are approved for, say, the 2 million total, and you only want to take out 100,000 or 150 or 200, you can do that. You're not locked into some amount. We give you 60 days to make that decision for yourself. And you can then, should you choose to, you can then come back after the fact and request the remaining amount if your business requires it. There are restrictions as to how the funds can be used. So for example, the economic injury disaster loan is not going to be used to repair or upgrade the physical structure of your business. Rather, this is working capital to help you make payroll, to help you pay your bills, to help you replenish your inventory, etc. So that's what these funds can be used for. And again, it's going to be 30 years to repay on both of those, a maximum. You can choose to repay. We've also got terms for 7. We've also got terms for 15. You can choose to repay that at any amount, any length of time that you wish, depending on your means to do so. And we will not penalize you for paying early. The interest rates for business, again, they're going to be over 4%. If you are a nonprofit, it comes down to just under 3%. And we'll have the exact numbers for you on the website so that you can take a look. Those are fixed for the life of the loan. Another thing is that for businesses as well as for homeowners and renters, the first year we don't require payment. There's also no interest that accrues. Now, should you wish to pay or should you have the means to pay in that time, you're not penalized for doing so. You are welcome to make that payment. But if you are unable to, that period is meant to give you a grace window so that you can focus on your recovery.
That sounds great. What about farms?
Great question. Great question. So farms are businesses, however, which sounds like logically it would be SBA would be able to help you. However, farms are within the purview of the USDA, and so we would have to refer you to the USDA for the assistance that they provide in this instance. And I have to be clear about that.
Thank you.
Thank
That
you.
sounds great.